Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my kitchen. We are going to be making my favorite butter recipe. This is called cashew and coconut butter. I'm going to go through the ingredients. I am making a half batch here, but you can make a full batch with the ingredients as follows. This is 5 cups of shredded dried coconut, in this case 2.5. 2 cups of raw cashew nuts, in this case 1 cup. I have a 1/4 of a cup of solid coconut oil, in this case this is 1/8 of a cup, and a pinch of salt, and that remains the same. What we're going to do is we're going to take all these ingredients, put them in a processor and pulse them, and continue to do that until it releases the oils and turns them into a paste, and that'll take about 10 minutes. Then what we're going to do is add the raw oil, the raw coconut. We're going to add the coconut oil and a pinch of salt. We're going to spoon it in to a jar and seal it with lids and stick it in the refrigerator for as long as it is to be consumed. So if you're really going to enjoy this recipe, very simple but very good to do. So let's get to the food processor. Okay, as you can see here, I have my food processor. I'm using this blender. It's a Vitamix blender. I'm going to take the coconut first, and I'm just going to go ahead and place that into the processor, and I'm going to go ahead and mix that up until it becomes a paste. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the cashews. So here we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I got ahead and made this into a paste. As you can see, it's a paste. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my cashew nuts, and I'm going to paste those up in my blender, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here now, the paste has become one. We have the nuts and the coconut now into a paste. The next step is going to be, I'm going to add the coconut oil. Now you can do this yourself in a blender, or you can do it in a bowl with a whisk at this time. You don't need the blender for this, but you absolutely need a food processor or a blender like this to get the paste started. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bring this over to the blender now, and we're going to blend this up. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, I have a very well incorporated butter here. What I'm going to do with this now is I'm going to go ahead and place it in a dish. You have 2 choices. Like I said in the intro, you can either use a jar and put it in a jar and then use it like that, or you can put it in a dish the way I'm going to. But I'm going to put it in a dish, put it in the cooler, and show you exactly how it's going to play out. So let's do that. Here's the dish. I would definitely put the saran wrap on the bottom of this dish if I wanted to serve this more elegantly and have it as a mold sitting on the table. But in this case, I'm just going to be using a knife and taking it and putting out whatever I'm going to be using, or a spoon. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in this dish and put it in the cooler. But you can put it in the jar, as I said. You're just going to simply pour this in like so. And this will be big enough to take on the whole mixture. And I'm just going to put this in the cooler now, let it cool for probably about 2 to 4 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you cashew and coconut butter. It is a wonderful dish for you to be able to use with sauces or just on a piece of toast, but will definitely take the place of any dairy product and stick within, of course, your Paleo diet and or preference to stay away from dairy. Enjoy.